Hello everyone. Now, I don't have a video here, but rather some photos shared online of huge Russian losses near Novomykhailivka. This settlement is located just south of Marinka. I'll show you where this road of no return is later on. First, let's check out the losses which we can see. And we're starting with this image here. First up in blue, we have an abandoned BMP. It's difficult to see what hit this, but you can see that its back passage is open, so it was emptied before being abandoned. It's also sporting a fairly sizable cope cage. Next to it in red, you can see a T-72 variant. If you look close, you can see that its treads are hanging off at the rear, and at the front, this has a mine roller. So with these damaged treads, it's looking very possible that this T-80 with a mine roller was actually disabled by a mine, which I suppose technically counts as a successful demining operation. This isn't the first time we've seen Russian tanks with mine rollers getting hit by the mines, so these mine rollers don't seem to be very good at the job, which I'm sure is a surprise to all of you. In green is what I think is another T-80. This one's sporting a winter camouflage net, either that or it's trying to disguise itself as a ghost. This one looks like it may have took a drone strike. You can see signs of damage to the left with some of the ERA armour missing. In black, this is a T-80BV, and it also has a winter camouflage net. You can see a crater just underneath the tracks on its right hand side, looking like maybe a mine here, or possibly a very close artillery strike. Finally, in white, a tank partially obscured by the watermark. This is another T-80 variant. This one's tracks are, well, I think the technical name is knackered, looking like another victim of a mine here. Now, it's unknown if these were destroyed and abandoned at the same time or over different days, but this isn't all that I have for you. First, let's check the geolocation of these, so here they are. These are very disorganised with no clear line of advance, with tanks facing different directions and that sort of thing. So we have red and blue heading southeast. This is back towards Russian lines, so likely a retreat. Green facing north, white and black heading east. These are all on the outskirts of Novomykhailivka. I started with these vehicle losses as they're all clustered together and easy to see and discuss, but I have more from near the same area, which I'll go through now. This image is that same location zoomed out, and there are more losses to be seen here. The red box are the ones that we've just looked at, but first of all, in yellow, we have 3 more unidentified wrecks, and in purple, an unidentified vehicle very close to the ones we looked at before. You can also see in the black box the remnants of more vehicles. These ones we do have a closer photo of, so I can go through these individually later. And I've run out of colours on my map creator, so the next batch I'm going to do all in red. First though, I've added the 3 yellow ones to the map. They look to be heading north, and I've also added the purple one, which was also heading north. So not including the ones in the black box, which we'll look at in just a moment, we have 9 armoured vehicles destroyed and abandoned here so far. Now let's get to the true road of no return. Check this out. What a cluster of failings we can see here. I'm definitely not going to have enough colours on my map editor for all of these. So again, I'm going to go through them all in red and just label them by number. Box number 1 and 2, you can see 2 unknown armoured vehicles, both sporting cope cages, which is all that's visible. Number 3, there's a BMP with a winter cope cage. Number 4, an unknown vehicle. I can't see what it was, as it's hidden itself behind its white camouflage netting. 5, 6 and 7 are all clustered together. The one under the cope cage looks to be a tank. Then we have an unknown vehicle half in the side of the road, and then finally there we have a BMP. 8 and 9 are BMP variants. Number 10 looks to be an MT-LB. Number 11 an MT-LB, as you can see its side profile. Now the watermark hides number 12, 13 and 14, so I can't see what they are. And number 15 is too far away, so it's just a blurry mass. So along this one stretch of road here, we have 15 vehicles visible just in this one photo. And remember, we just looked at 9 more, so 24 in total. That's big numbers along pretty much one stretch of road. Now, I did originally use individual marker placements, but there were that many that it became a confusing, jumbled mass. So I'm just going to highlight each area now. So we have Vehicle Group Blue with 6 losses, mainly tanks, but also a BMP. Vehicle Group Yellow with 3 losses. These ones, I couldn't tell what type they were. And Vehicle Group Red with 15 losses, a mix of tanks and armoured fighting vehicles. These were all hit and abandoned whilst heading north along this road, going towards Novomykhailivka. So, big losses here. 24 confirmed vehicle losses in just this one section. Now, I don't have exact dates for these losses, but they are said to be from various points throughout December. And this is just a small chunk of the vehicle losses near Novomykhailivka. I did a few videos looking at some of the other ones in the past. The offensive towards Novomykhailivka started in earnest back in October 2023. The first video I did was on October the 10th. This video here on this screenshot. So this one showed a unidentified tank, 2 T-72Bs and a BMP-2 getting hit by Ukrainian artillery. These were all around the green marker here and heading west. So Russia has pushed the Ukrainian defences back some. I'll have a look at this later on when we get to the deep state section. So they've gone from getting malleted in the countryside outside of the city to getting malleted on the edge of Novomykhailivka. And though we may mock the losses, you can't deny there has been gains. They have pushed Ukraine back and have reached the outskirts. The next video I did from near here was this one, showing 15 vehicle losses. This was October the 22nd when I did the video. These are shown in purple, so we now have some idea of Russia's movements here. So attack 1 was in green, advancing west and getting finished off before making much progress. Next, the purple one, heading west and then north in an attempt to come up and take Novomykhailivka from an unexpected location like so. Both of these were in October. Early December, I did this video. 4 Russian vehicles hit mines whilst attacking Novomykhailivka. It's added to the map with a black marker, so this was east of town. So Russia's tried multiple avenues of attack here, from the south, from the east, and also heading west and attacking from the south, that direction. In total, I've covered 47 vehicle losses here, and I'm sure there are many more assaults and advances which I didn't cover, not to mention many little actions as skirmishes and losses which the video or photos of them have not been shared online yet, so the true number of losses could very well be higher. War spotting is showing 51 vehicles lost here since October, so there are some covered by war spotting which I didn't cover in my videos. Those are big numbers. Here is Deep State's situation around Novomykhailivka. I'll start with early October when the renewed push by Russia here began. And here, today, the 28th of December at time of recording. So Russia has definitely gained ground, with high losses, but as we've seen elsewhere, high losses don't matter to the Russian leadership. They'll gladly sacrifice tens or even hundreds of vehicles and hundreds of troops, just so they have some success to show Putin. Here's the area zoomed out, so it's near Marinka on the Eastern Front. So that's it for this video. Now, before we finish, I'm going to play a video from Sanov, who's been in Ukraine handing some of the equipment over, which we've raised money for in fundraisers on the channel. Big thanks to everybody who's donated, I appreciate it a lot, and big thanks to Sanov for putting together these great videos and sharing them with us. He's doing another fundraiser now, and the donation links for that one are in the description of the video. Thanks very much for watching, and take care everyone.
It's a perfect car. It's wow. Wow.
We all in? Good. Hello Suchomimus community, I want to say thank you very much. We've managed to close down all the fundraisers. The Mitsubishi L200 now has an engine installed. The Mitsubishi Pajero has now been delivered. The drones and the thermal monoculars and the generators are all here. And here we have Yuri and the battalion. Thanks guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.